Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I have been gone for so long. I've just been super busy with life and work and projects and all the fun things, but I haven't stopped collecting TTMs. In fact, they've been rolling in for months, but I was too anxious to open them up. So over the last week, I've been collecting what's come back, and I've got 8 brand new returns to go through with you. Some really cool cards in here. So enjoy this video, guys. Let me know in the comment what you think about the cards. Tell me your favorite, and let's enjoy it. Here comes return number 1. We'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, here we go. Return number 1 this week. Got this back on the 11th of March. Coming to us from the Capital District. We have inside, we've got Jerome Williams, JYD, the Junkyard Dog with a 2-card return. Let's start with this Skybox Premium, signed really nicely there in black with the JYD inscription. Very nice. I think that's 2000, 2001. I could be wrong on that. And then here is Topps with the Toronto Raptors. This one is 0102. Same thing, signed in black, JYD. So 1 Piston, 1 Raptor, and that is a 2 out of 2. And here's the year on this one. For those keeping track at home, 98.99 off on that one. So there we have it. That is a 2 of 2 to kick us off this week from Jerome Williams, aka the Junkyard Dog. Let's go ahead and get to return number 2. And our second return of the week came to us on the 11th from Hartford, Connecticut. Who do we have inside? Scott Burrell, former NBA player with a multi-card return. Let's start with the NBA Jam session on the back from 93-94. Signed there in black. That turned out really nice. Let me turn it around here. You can see the year. So this is his rookie card for the Charlotte Hornets. That turned out really nice. And then we've got 93-94 Topps Finest Rookie Refractor. Signed beautifully there in black ink. And if you guys have followed the channel for a while, you will know that the Jam Session cards and the Topps Finest Refractors are 2 of my favorite sets, along with 91-92 Skybox. So there we have it, 2 of 2 from Scott Burrell. Let's keep chugging along. We've got 8 big returns to go through today. And our third return of the day came back on the 12th, coming to us from San Antonio, Texas. We've got a double stamp, which usually means it's a big card, and it is. We've got the Iceman, George Gervin, on a 86-87 Fleer. Fantastic, signed in blue. That turned out really nice. I do think that he dinged up my top corner there, because I don't remember that being there when I sent it. But yeah, this is a very nice copy of an 86 Fleer. Very nice return, and one that I may eventually get authenticated and slabbed up. So there we go. That is a 101 from George Gervin. I believe he's a $20 per signature signer, and I'm a Bulls fan and just thought, if I'm going to get a signed card from George Gervin, I'm going to get it on this 86 Fleer because this looks super cool. So I bought it on eBay. I think I paid $15 for the card. We'll call it, $25 to send it out with all the extra postage. So we're looking at about what is that, $40 signature and buy on this George Gervin auto. So I think I'll come out ahead on this one, and very excited about that. Let's keep moving along. Return number 4 is coming up next. And our fourth return came back on the 12th of March, coming to us from West Palm Beach, Florida. Who do we have inside? We have them upside down, and we've got Joe Grahe with a multi-card return. Let's go ahead and start with the 1994 Topps Finest, signed there in a fading blue Sharpie, but nonetheless a very cool signature. Here is 93 Topps. Very, very nice. And we will end with 93 Stadium Club, all with the Anaheim Angels, and a 3 of 3 return. And my 94 Topps Finest collection continues to grow, which I am excited about. So nice, very nice. Joe Grahe with the 3 of 3 return. Let's keep chugging along. We've got return number 5 coming right up. And our 5th return came back on the 12th, coming to us from Columbia, South Carolina. Oh, we've got no top loader and no semi-rigid, but we do have a multi-card return from Bill Spiers. All right, well, let's start with the 89 Upper Deck, and then we'll go through the rest here. Signed nicely there in blue with the Brew Crew. Here he is on a 93 Topps. Very nice card. You can learn a little bit about him on the back there. Shortstop, Billy Spiers. Here's his 1990 Topps that did not get signed. So apparently he doesn't like the Topps, or I sent him one too many. One or the other. So here is his 1990 Upper Deck. Signed there in blue, so we'll call it a 3 of 4 return. Sadly, didn't sign the 90 Topps, and that is actually the only card I would have wanted to get signed. So maybe I messed up here, and I should have just sent him 2 cards, and one of them being the 90 Topps, and I probably would have got it signed. But in any event, we will call that a win. 3 of 4 from Billy Spiers. Let's keep moving along to our 6th return. All right, 6th return coming back on the 12th from Santa Clarita, California. Who you gonna call? I can tell you who you're gonna call, and his name is Dan Aykroyd with a multi-card return here. No sign of life. You flip it over. Kyle, respect all ghosts. Dan Aykroyd, Ray. Very, very cool. Let's see if he signed this one. I believe he did. Back in action. Dan Aykroyd. This one, no inscription, just the regular autograph. I had noticed that he doesn't sign the fronts. He only signs the backs, which makes no difference to me. I mean, I prefer the front, but I can't be upset because, guys, I have to be honest with you. Ghostbusters was my entire childhood. Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, my absolute favorite movies growing up. You can go back and look at birthday parties and see all the presents and the cakes. They're all one of those two things. So very excited to get these back. I hope these are real. I've read both, that some are real and some appear to be secretarial or just forgeries. So I'll have to do more research on the signatures now that I have them in my hand. But that's a 2 of 2 from Dan Aykroyd. Who are you going to call? All right, return number 7 came back on the 13th and coming to us from San Jose, California. And we've got former 49er linebacker Patrick Willis with a multi-card return. Here is his Topps Chrome X-Fractor, signed there in black Sharpie. That turned out really, really nice. I think this is serial number. No, it's not. Just a refractor X-Fractor. Very, very cool card. And then this one came back unsigned. I sent him another X-Fractor and trying to get 2, but I got 1, and we'll call it a 1 of 2 from the absolute stud of a linebacker, Patrick Willis. Maybe I'll wait 6 months or so and I'll send him the other one again. And I try not to send them back to back because I think that gets annoying, and they may recognize the name and go, dude, I already told you 1. So give it some time, and then I'll try again down the road. We'll see if we can get the other one signed. So there we have it, 1 of 2 from Patrick Willis. Let's go ahead and get to our 8th and final return. And our last return of the day came back on the 13th from Oakland, California. And who do we have but Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley with a 2-card return. Very, very cool. I had to get these signed. I actually bought this one on eBay specifically for the autograph. This is a Topps laser. Check out those, just the cool craftsmanship of this die cut card. Now it looks like this corner's been getting a little worse for wear there, probably from trying to put it back into the plastic, the semi-rigid holder. But there's the back of it. You can see, I think this is 1996 if I'm not mistaken. Topps laser. And then we have one with the Boston Red Sox at the end of his career, Fleer Ultra, Dennis Eckersley. And there we go, that is 1998. And that was right after his last 2 years with the Cardinals, and then closed it out with the Boston Red Sox. So there we go. We end it with Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley, 2 of 2. He cost $10 per signature, and I try and get as many of his cards signed as I can. I loved Eck. He was one of my favorite pitchers. I used to mimic him in the backyard, trying to throw like him with the submarine sidearm, and I want to get these signed while I can. So let's get to the video recap. All right, guys, time to do our video recap here. I guess first I want to just start by thanking all 8 of our signers. Thank you to those gentlemen that took the time to sign these cards, send them back in great condition, and these look awesome. Can't wait to add these into the collection. I'm going to tell you guys my favorite from each return here in just a moment. But let me know in the comments, guys, what's your favorite return from all 8 of today's, and let me know in the comments. Can't wait to read those. So I went with the 98.99 Skybox Premium for Junkyard Dog. Went with the Finest Refractor for Scott Burrell. Had the 101 from George Gervin. Went with the 1994 Topps Finest for Joe Grahe. Went with the 1990 Upper Deck. I thought that was cooler. It's a better picture than the 89 in my opinion. I went with the Ghostbusters 2 Inscription from Dan Aykroyd. The Respect All Ghosts. I think that's cool. Had the 1 of 2 return from Patrick Willis. And then I went with the 96 Top Laser die cut for Dennis Eckersley. So there we have it, guys. All 8 up, all 8 returned. And this has been a great video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I will see you on the next one. Hopefully it won't be so long in between videos next time.